Welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I'm your host, Tom Edwards. I'm the America's Consumer AI Leader at EY. And today I have the absolute pleasure of talking with Stefania Gvillo. She's the Chief Analytics and Insights Officer at Domino's Pizza. Welcome, Stefania.
Thank you, Tom. It's great to be here with you today.
One of the main questions we get asked a lot is, will AI replace you? And, we've all heard the adage, AI won't replace you, but someone who uses the tools will. I love the fact that you've already instilled such a learning culture and you're enabling and building excitement around the adoption of these specific tools. So kudos to you.
The team, it's all team
And the
based,
team, the
and
team,
we
they
have
hit it out of
to.
the park.
They hit it out of the park every single day, but we have to. It's not about replacing. Actually, it's enabling. It's
Yes.
enabling us to have more time to create more inspired solutions and bring even more impact. Impact is my favorite business word. Bring more impact to the organization and free up our minds to think more strategically. So, and influence. So, less
Absolutely.
time about running the same models, running the same code, automating, to then leveraging AI to just again free up our space, but also make our existing work much more impactful and much more efficient.
So I love that you're bringing up impact, business value, those specific pieces. We've seen a significant focus over the last few months, especially on where value is being derived from integration of AI and generative AI. And the other piece of this too is we're seeing so much around kind of the insights being pulled using these specific systems to drive real-time kind of business decisions. Do you want to talk a little bit about either a project or a program you're incredibly proud of that's helping to truly enable the business?
Well, several come to mind. Some are very proprietary, so I can't go
Of
there.
course.
But
We'll keep
one
it to
that
the
I'm
ones that are more
very,
general
very,
to the specific technical patterns, knowledge retrieval,
yes,
or anything that you feel like can give value.
I'll give you a couple of examples.
Okay.
One that I'm really proud of, and then we'll get into more of the Gen AI, but one that I'm really proud of analytics and insights truly being a cornerstone is shaping our corporate strategy. You can't
Mm.
get more impactful than that,
No,
right?
absolutely.
So, the cornerstone, what I mean is, so our corporate strategy is hungry for more. It is the pinnacle of everything that we do. So strategy is about making choices, right? So everything that we do goes through that lens of hungry for more. And you're probably thinking, what does that mean? Well, more means most delicious food. And we did a lot of analysis and a lot of research to really understand how are we doing versus competition? How do consumers view us? Oh, it's about operational efficiency. So think about AI in that space, making sure that the make line is as efficient as possible, making sure that we pick the best routes and most efficient routes to get you the best fresh tasting, hot, delicious product to your door or ready for you to pick up when our tracker says it's ready so that it's there waiting for you hot off the oven.
Absolutely.
R is renowned value, and we've done a lot. And some of it is leveraging AI. A lot of it is advanced analytics in terms of a pricing strategy and giving guidance to our franchisees in what is optimized for their store. And a lot went into building that algorithm that would best benefit their respective customers. It's not one size fits all, it can't be. And then enhanced by franchisees is the E. So that's about bringing everything together to maximize their profitability. And so a lot of the work went in that A&I leads, of course, in partnership with all of our amazing stakeholders in terms of crafting that. So that's one really, really big area. And then again, AI, a lot of people flock to that tool thinking, oh my gosh, we have to use AI, we have to use AI. And our push is always, what business problem are we trying to solve?
Exactly.
Because unless you understand, I always say go business back. So think about what we're trying to solve, what the result is going to be, what the impact you hope for, and then we can engineer backwards, right? We can re-engineer and leverage the best tools, because many times is, no, we got to use AI. Do you even know what that means? Do you even know what the application is? So then we do have to a little bit course correct and say, let's start with the business problem at hand. And then let's figure out, and sometimes it's a triangulation of tools. And sometimes it is only AI, and sometimes it is only research. The power is bringing it together. That's where the power lies. And triangulation is my favorite, because when each data source is pointing to the same answer, you can be pretty sure that that's going to be the case.
I love that because you're actually validating on something real. It's not just a hunch that's actually taking and driving. And it sounds like you've got a fantastic approach to working with the functional areas of the organization as well. That's such a critical piece. Normally how a lot of these technologies have been deployed in the past is very siloed, but there has to be such connectivity between what you're doing and enabling from an AI and data perspective into each of those core functional areas. So kudos to you.
Absolutely. And we're so fortunate. We have incredible business partners. We really
Yeah,
do. And we work in unison. I used to, analytics and insights used to be at the back end. Remember?
that's
It used
right.
to be a
Oh yeah.
validation tool. Like, I'll come up with the ideas,
Yeah.
whether it's marketing or innovation or IT or finance, I'll come up with the ideas. And then they would have lots of meetings, and then analytics and insights would be brought in at the end going, hey, can you validate this? We want to be the co creators. That's where the power of analytics and insights, along with cross functional partnership. My favorite meetings are when we have supply chain and IT and finance and marketing and innovation and operations, because what you see in front of you could be black and white, but it doesn't have the color from those other organizations. And then you make a more informed decision. So it's phenomenal to see. I wish more of our team members would be involved in those at all levels, because you really get an understanding that, yes, it looks black and white, it looks very concrete in front of me and the data that I generated. Once you hear the business reality, sometimes things change. And it's how do you problem solve an idea to really make it, again, the most actionable and impactful to the business.
I love it. So you brought up a couple things during the course of the last few questions as well. You talked about how competitive the industry is, and Domino's has a long history. So how is it from a data analytics and AI perspective? Are you giving a competitive edge in terms of marketing position, enabling your franchisees, and continuing to build loyalty?
Yes, it is very competitive out there. QSR is super competitive, as is the restaurant industry. It's all about value right now for the most part. So we always think about renowned value rather than only value in the isolation. And that's because a lot of the technology, a lot of the work is really making sure that our experience is optimized for the consumer. And that goes, it starts with having a really clear and distinctive brand, but it's really understanding who our brand is today and in consumers' minds and what we want our brand to stand for. So that's job one. You have to have that. And then in terms of other tenants, think about it's everything we just talked about. Think about pricing and making sure that you're not the lowest price, you're the highest value. And so we think about it in that way, is how are we offering value? And value partly is price, but it's also having the most seamless customer experience and making it fun. Pizza should be fun.
Should
So
be.
that's another area. It's understanding it holistically, from having an incredibly engaging app where most of our volume is generated from. So it's end to end, to when you go pick up your food or your food is delivered, how do we make sure that we bring them back? That we're creating a very magnetic experience, that there's a lot of retention and there's a lot of frequency.
Well, Stefania, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show today. Just thank you so much for sharing your insights and experiences with us. And just thank you again.
You're
And
welcome.
so
It's been fun. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
it's fantastic having you. And again, thank you again, Stefania. And please visit the cdomagazine.tech for additional interviews. Thank you so much. I'm Tom Edwards. Have a great day.